What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be doing another tier list, and as you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be going over Disney movies. We're going to go through all of the different kinds, from original Disney, Disney Pixar, and Disney Toon movies. It's going to be a lot to go over, a lot to cover. I haven't watched every single Disney movie that's on this list. Matter of fact, far from it. I probably watched less than I haven't watched, but we're just going to go over the movies I have seen and basically just put it on a tier list, give my opinions on it, so on and so forth. So here is the tier list right here. We have classics like Beauty and the Beast, Pinocchio, uh, I'm sure, Fox and the Hound, Bambi. Yeah, Bambi's on here, like some old Pocahontas, some old movies and some newer ones like Inside Out and Zootopia and stuff like that. So wide variety of selection. Walt Disney, they've been around for forever. They made a bunch of like banger movies and series. So we're going to be going over each and every one of them, at least the ones I've watched, and I'll be giving my opinion on them. So starting off with the in order of how this is presented. First movie we got is Beauty and the Beast. Haven't watched this movie in forever, probably since I was a kid, and I remember it being pretty solid. I liked like the music and stuff in it. I liked the themes of it. I thought it was a pretty interesting little story they had going on there and stuff. But I don't really have any real strong opinions about the movie. That it just seems like a pretty like cookie cutter like Disney film from what I remember. Obviously the movie looks amazing. Disney has always made like great quality movies in terms of animation and stuff, and this movie is no exception to that. But just I haven't really watched it enough or recently enough to really give an opinion on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in B tier, like a solid, good movie. Pinocchio I haven't watched. One thing I do want to do is just kind of go through every single one of these movies and just so I can give like a better opinion on it. I have been thinking about just going through it like from the beginning, old movies to like newer ones for a while now. Just haven't got around to do it. Now, I haven't watched Pinocchio, but I have watched My Little Mermaid. It was a good one. It's a good one. I'm pretty sure this is the just the first My Little Mermaid, right? I hope it is. I don't really recognize the title cover, but I watched it a few times. I used to have a hell of a crush on Ariel in the movie. I like the crab too. I like the whole theme of it and stuff, like kind of like accepting who you are and stuff. Seems like every Disney movie has like some kind of message associated with it, and I feel like that was kind of like its message was like kind of accepting yourself regardless of what the changes you go through and stuff. But anyway, kind of like the same boat as Beauty and the Beast. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in a solid B tier. Pretty good. Have not watched Soul. This looks like some kind of documentary. Haven't watched that. I have watched Mulan though. Mulan's really good. Probably my favorite movie so far out of all the ones I've seen that we've rated so far. Only these two, but really solid movie. Love the themes. Love like the the like. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. The whole like ancient China. The look and feel of the movie. Everything. I really like this movie. It looks good. Feels good. It has a great story associated with it. I'm gonna put that in the top of A right there. I have not watched the Piglet movie, nor have I watched Lilo and Stitch, like pretty much anything. I didn't even know that was a Disney IP. Next up, oh, a big one. A big one from my childhood, Toy Story. First Pixar movie that has been shown up on this list so far. The original Toy Story holds a special place in my heart, man. Such a good movie. Remember watching this multiple times growing up. Fucking loved it. Everything about it. I don't know what else to say. What has there not been said? What is there to say that hasn't already been said about Toy Story, man? This shit is like the epitome of Pixar right here. This is like what put Pixar on the freaking map. Freaking Toy Story, man. S tier. Princess and the Frog. I watched this once. Don't really remember much about it, to be honest. I remember she gets like turned into a frog and stuff, right? Honestly, I'm gonna put it in C tier. I just don't really know remember much about it. Aladdin, fucking fire, gas, straight to A tier. Love the theme, like love it being based in like India. Love the A Brave New World. The whole fucking that whole scene on the magic carpet, bro. Fucking, I love the genie who's voiced by Will Smith. Amazing movie. Just from top to bottom, it's funny. It has good themes associated with it. Everything. I fucking love. It's a great movie. Not quite S tier in my opinion, but it's a really good movie. Have not seen Frankenweenie or Fantasia 2000 Dinosaur. I've heard this is a really good film, like way ahead of its time. This dinosaur movie. Have not watched it. Oliver and Company was like one of those classic Disney films. I haven't watched it. One movie I have watched though is The Incredibles. Absolutely amazing movie as well. Pixar really cooked back in the day, man, with these like 3D animated movies. The Incredibles, absolutely freaking fire, man. Great villain, great freaking characters. The movie looks great even still to this day. Fucking love The Incredibles. We're gonna put that on top of A tier, even ahead of Mulan. I'll put Milan actually over The Incredibles, in my opinion. But still, just absolutely fantastic. I love the villain in the movie. I love all the characters, all the kids, Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, all of them is just amazing. Like I said, I haven't watched Oliver and Company. Have not watched this one with like Goofy on it. The Jungle Book. Oh my gosh, a classic, classic, classic movie. Kind of forget. It kind of gets forgotten about, like buried in like all the great movies that are around this time period. But like this movie on its own is just amazing. Absolutely love it. Has such great themes. Good like kids movie, but with some adult themes and interlaced inside of it as well. Yeah, we're gonna put that on the top of B tier. Haven't really watched any of the Mickey Mouse related movies. Brother Bear, not really some. 101 Dalmatians. This is the second movie. I don't know if I've watched the second one, but I have watched 101 Dalmatians. But we'll move on from that because I don't think I watched it. Tigger movie have not watched. Brave, another Pixar related movie. I think I've watched more Pixar Disney movies than I have like the 2D animated ones. But here we got Brave, probably one of my least favorite Disney movie, like Pixar movies, to be honest. I didn't really fuck with Brave that much. I don't know what it was about it. Just didn't really couldn't really relate to the characters at all. Her mom was kind of annoying a lot of times, and even I forgot her name, but even the main character was kind of annoying to me a lot of times. I'm gonna put that in D tier, unfortunately. Wasn't my favorite. I don't watch Atlantis. What is this? This seek? I don't know what that is, but it's got like fucking Kim Possible movie. Have not watched it. Have not watched the Buzz Lightyear movie or the Goofy movie. They have not watched a lot of these. Or 101 Dalmatians. I have 100% watched 101 Dalmatians. I watched it a few times when I was a kid. Don't really remember much about it, but I remember it being a movie I liked a lot. So I guess we'll just put it in C tier and leave it there. DuckTales, no. The Aristocats, I think I watched it, but I really just can't think of what it was about. So I'm just gonna have to move on from that. We're gonna go straight to Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2, I did not like nearly as much as the first movie. I think they kind of like dropped off as they went. I feel like Toy Story 1 was the peak, and it just kind of fell off as they kept releasing them. And I'm gonna apply that here and say Toy Story 2, though it was really good. Gonna even put it in A tier. It just wasn't nearly as good as the first one in my opinion. The whole like in Toy Story 1 of like Woody trying to convince Buzz that he's not actually who he thinks he is and he's just a toy and stuff, but and then Buzz Lightyear accepting that, I think was what carried the first movie and what made it so good. Alright, got Tangled. Tangled is pretty solid. I really like the guy. I forgot his name. But I like how witty he is and how like smug and cocky he is a lot of the time. And Rapunzel's pretty cool too, I guess. I don't really have much to say about this one. Not really particularly my favorite Disney movie, but I've watched it a few times and I did enjoy it quite a bit. The Phineas and Ferb movie. I remember when I was growing up, I was like probably 14 or 15 when this movie came out. I was obsessed with this movie. I don't know what it was about it, but I watched this movie several times. And I really freaking liked it. I don't know if I would like it today, but this was a movie that I really did like. So I'm actually going to put this on like the middle of A tier. Then like going back to the future, finding their alternate selves in like a dystopian like city where like summer doesn't exist is kind of cool. I don't know why, but I can't really put my finger on why I liked it, but I liked it. Wreck-It Ralph, haven't seen it. Have not seen Wreck-It Ralph. Dumbo though, absolute classic. One of the sadder Disney movies. There are a lot of sad ones laced in here. Dumbo is definitely one of those, but it does have a pretty satisfying and happy ending. But probably one of those movies. I probably cried in this movie as a kid. Not gonna lie, probably cried. It's like I said, it's a sad movie and a good one too. Frozen 2. I've not watched Frozen 2 yet. I've not watched Three Caballeros. I haven't watched Peter Pan. Have not watched Moana. Didn't we already put? Is this Aladdin? Oh, this is a new. This is the other. This is a sequel. All my points about Aladdin still stands. I just picked the wrong movie. I've not watched this one. I've not watched Moana. I've not watched. I have watched Winnie and the Pooh, another classic Disney IP, and an absolute good one. I mean, just feel good. Very, very kid oriented. You know, some of these Disney movies, they are like, I feel like cater more towards the adult or like late teens demographic, but this one's definitely for kids, and it's pretty solid. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty solid. Classic characters, lace. I guess it does have some adult themes with the donkey. I forgot his name. Good movie, solid IP. Another Winnie the Pooh movie. Not sure which one this is though. I've not watched any of the Wreck-It Ralph. I've not watched any of the Planes movies. I have no idea what this even is. Is that Ass Cheeks? Oh, this is Big Hero 6. Jesus Christ, I could not tell what that was based off the cover art here. Is this the first one? Because I have watched the first one. It's probably one of my least favorite Pixar movies. Probably just gonna put that in like the bottom of C. Just didn't really care for it at all. Have not watched Alice in Wonderland. Have watched Bolt, which was like kind of like the same thing as Big Hero 6. Wasn't really something that I was particularly fond of from what I remember, like at all. It was kind of like, this is cool. Don't really care about it though. Wasn't really like into it as much. Cars 3. I can't remember if I watched Cars 3. I know I watched 1 and 2. I feel like Cars kind of felt like, I feel like it's kind of like Toy Story, where like the first one was really good and then like the later ones kind of fall off over time. We're gonna put Cars 3 in like B tier. Tinkerbell, Cinderella, another classic. Absolutely classic. Gotta go in A tier just to respect it. Really good movie. That's all I really have to say about it. I've only watched it once when I was a kid. I have not watched Brother Bear. I've not watched Coco. I've not watched Tarzan 2. Chicken Little. And Chicken Little was not one of my particular favorites. I didn't even think that was even Disney. Not one of my favorites. Ratatouille. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. This Ratatouille's good, man. If you ever watch this, like you could like just have eaten or ate, and you watch this movie and you're fucking hungry, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, this shit always made me hungry, dude. We're gonna put this in like that. It's not better than Incredibles, but it's definitely up there for Pixar, in my opinion. Snow White, another classic Disney princess. Put her right there in the A tier. A Christmas Carol. I'll probably watch this at some point, but I don't remember that. The Good Dinosaur, I've not watched. I have watched Lady and the Tramp, but not the second one. That doesn't ring any bells. Lilo and Stitch, haven't watched any of that. Did not watch The Jungle Book 2. Cars 2, I know I've watched 100%. And like I said, not really crazy on it. We're going to put it, it's a bit better than Cars 3 from what I remember, but not really super high. I've not watched Mickey's Magical Christmas, any of the Tinkerbell movies. I've not watched that. I've not watched that. I don't think I've watched Lion King 2. That doesn't. I know I watched the first Lion King, and once we get to that, I have a lot of words about that one. But dude, there's a crazy amount of movies I've not watched. Wally, though, dude, when I was growing up, this is one of my favorite movies. Straight to S tier, man. Straight to S tier, man. I love everything about this movie. I love Wally as a character. I love Eva. I love when they go to the ship and just the whole aesthetic of the film. Everything, man. Such a great movie. S tier all day, every day. Don't care. I've not watched Atlantis. I've not watched Three Musketeers. And they made a lot of Aladdin movies. This is another one. Finding Dory. Have I watched Finding Dory? I've watched Finding Nemo. I've not watched The Fox and the Hound 2, but I have watched the first one. Hercules. Fire movie, bro. Fire movie. Hades. Definitely my favorite character in this show, in this movie. We're gonna put that right there. I think I like the Phineas and Ferb movie more than Hercules. Might be a hot take on that one, but definitely one of the better ones. I'm not watching Incredibles 2 yet. Never watched Kim Possible. Sleeping Beauty. I don't think I've watched Sleeping Beauty actually. Tortoise and the Hare. Cinderella 2. They always had to make some damn sequels of every one of these movies. Cinderella. I didn't know Cinderella had a sequel. Here we go. Monsters Inc. Now we're talking. Now we're freaking talking. Another S tier, man. Dude, Pixar. I think I definitely do prefer Pixar movies over like just the Disney animation studios movies. Because like Monster Inc., Wall-E, Toy Story, Cars, all absolutely yes. I mean, what's there not to like about Monsters Inc., man? Come on now. If you watched it, you already know. You already know. Just absolutely gas from top to bottom, front to back. I mean, I haven't watched Meet the Robinsons. I've never heard of the Brave Little Toaster in my life. I don't think I've watched Toy Story 4. Have not watched Inside Out. I've watched Monsters University. Did not like it as much as Monsters Inc., but I think it was still a good sequel. Despite that, just wasn't really my cup of tea, I don't think. Where we at? Inside Out, haven't watched. Milan 2, haven't watched. Didn't even know they had another Face for a movie. Didn't watch My Little Mermaid 2. Treasure Planet I heard is like really good, but I have not watched it. Tarzan, fire. Top tier, definitely. Definitely top tier in my opinion. Don't know what else to say, to be honest. I don't really remember much about it, but I remember it was really good. Frozen, oh my gosh, bro. This, dude, banger, 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 banger. These five, I've watched all five of these movies, they're all really good. Frozen, dude, had me in a chokehold when I was like freaking 15 years old, bro. I used to come home and watch this movie like every day. Right when I came home from school, bro. Just to hype myself up. I don't even know. Yeah, I just have to put an S tier, man. I just have to put an S tier. I heard the second one's not nearly as good, but this song just has banger songs, banger characters, banger story. I just fucked with this so hard when I was growing up. I don't know. I watched it so much, so fucking much. Next up, Lady and the Tramp. Absolutely classic, fucking classic movie. We were putting that up the top, bro. Just a great movie. These classics actually slap. What's next? Bambi. Probably the oldest movie I've ever watched. Definitely sad, but it's got some positive themes interlaced inside of it. I'll put that in B tier. Really like it, but not really crazy about it. Pocahontas, kind of the same thing. Not really one of my favorites, to be honest, but it's really good. Emperor's New Groove, definitely on the top. I'll definitely prefer the comedy movies over like the well, like right there between Ratatouille and The Incredibles. Just a great movie with great themes. I keep losing my place because we're so deep in this bitch. Never heard of that. Fox. Oh my gosh, The Fox and the motherfucking Hound, man. Dude, this movie used to have me bawling my eyes out when I was a kid, man. My goodness. You know, if a movie has that kind of effect on you, bro, it's gotta be S tier, man. It's gotta be S tier. Dude, the movie was so sad. So sad. It's so good. Like, holy shit. Such a good fucking movie. Haven't watched any of the Peter Pan movies. I'm guessing this is just the original Finding Nemo. Banger. Banger. Not quite S tier for me. Personally, I do really like the movie. It's just not S tier, man. In my opinion, just not S tier. Then we got The Lion King. Oh my gosh, dude. Another fucking banger, bro. Probably my favorite Disney movie of all time. Just straight up. Just everything about it. Just how deep it goes. Then the music, everything. Just, bro. Best movie I've ever, one of the best movies I've ever watched. Yep. I ain't gonna lie. One of the best movies I've ever watched. It's so good. So good. The first Cars movie. Another S tier. Come on now. Another S tier. Movie just looks amazing, sounds amazing, has great characters and themes. Come on, man. Another S tier. I watched maybe two, Pirate Fairy. A Bug's Life. I don't really fuck with Bug's Life that much. Kind of like the same boat as Brave. Wasn't really my cup of tea. I just thought like the movie looked weird. Like it looked kind of like low quality. Like there, maybe this was like early on when like Pixar was like experimenting and stuff with like what they wanted to do with their art style, because I don't know when this came out, but I just think the movie didn't look nearly as good as a lot of their other stuff. Never watched that. Never watched Tinkerbell. Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, it's a banger. I didn't know this was a Disney movie. Yeah, dude, just awesome. Definitely for those like Halloween lovers, but it's just good overall. Sword in the Stone. Don't think I watched it. We're already like towards the end. Up. Another really sad beginning to a movie, but ended up being pretty cheerful towards the end. We'll put it like the middle here. Not really one of my favorite, not really one of my favorite Disney movies, but definitely, or Pixar, definitely up there. Toy Story 3, like I said, they kind of fall off with Toy Story 3 and B tier. Winnie the Pooh, I can't tell you exactly which ones I've watched, man. I know I watched a couple of them. We're just gonna move on. Zootopia, never watched it. I've not watched the live action Lion King, but from what I've seen, this is an F tier, bro. I hate what they did to it. I don't know why they just didn't like remaster it in. I don't know why they just didn't remaster it in a 2D or 3D. I don't know why they tried to make it like look like live action. It just didn't. It just ruined it for me. Maybe that's a hot take, but I don't like it nearly as much. Next up, we have Diary of the Wimpy Kid. Didn't know this was a Disney movie, but I do remember liking this quite a bit. Can't really remember everything about it. But it's pretty good from what I remember. Definitely better than the live action ones they made. Uh, this is the only Ice Age movie they have on here. We're just gonna rate this as like Ice Age as a whole. 'Cause I thought Ice Age was Disney. I thought it was Pixar. Ice Age as a whole is like A tier, solid A. I don't know why that's the only movie they have on here though. I never watched the Lightyear movie. Roger Rules. I think I watched Roger Rules. Probably not though. Have not watched Elemental. They made a bunch of A Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I remember reading those books when I was a kid, bro. That shit was. Everybody wanted to watch those or read those. I think it's everything. Still a shit ton of movies I've not watched, but I'm not a huge like Disney fan. I just watched a lot of them because of how popular they are and how many good quality movies they've made. I think we're good. I've not watched Finding. They don't have Finding Nemo 2 either. I'm pretty sure they made a second Finding Nemo. I've not watched Zootopia. I don't really plan on it either unless I want to go through all the movies. I've not watched any Tinkerbell or Peter Pan movies. I think this is everything. So, rounding out the S tier, we got Lion King, Toy Story, Wall-E, Cars, Fox and the Hound, Monsters Inc., and Frozen. Then rounding out the bottom, we have the live action Lion King, Bugs Life, and Brave. Lion King is kind of just like, I just hate what they did to it. They didn't really add anything to it, just made it like look like this. And I just think that kind of ruins the whole vibe of what the original Lion King had. And then the Bugs Life, I think this looks weird. And Brave, I just didn't really fuck with. Anyway, guys, this is gonna be my Disney movie tier list. I know I didn't hit all of them, or even like a vast majority of them, but these are all the ones I've watched and can literally give an opinion on. Other than that, I haven't really watched any of them, or it's been so long since I've watched them that I just don't have an opinion on it right now. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as always, and I'll see you guys in another one. Peace.